From the moment I first stepped on campus as a freshman, I knew this would be the most prominent place in my life. There were no restrictions here. You could be a student working on an important research paper. You could be a tournament organizer setting up video games for the fighting game community. You could even be touring and sightseeing this building for the first time, and it is quite unlike any of the buildings that surround it. Certainly, it brings people together from all walks of life. Every visit is always a pleasant experience. The public space that I consider my favorite would undoubtedly be the James B. Hunt Junior Library at NC State. This library has changed my life, from the people I meet to the information I find. Make no mistake, although it is quite modern, it is no ordinary public library. There are state-of-the-art book bots that find what you want as soon as you want it. The library itself is 88 feet high and over 221,000 gross square feet. Nearly 100 rooms exist in this enormous structure, each equipped with the basic technology needed for students to succeed within their own discipline. It is clear how big of an impact Hunt Library has had on my life and many others. Snowhetta and Pierce Brinkley Case plus Lee were the two most important companies that resulted in the construction of this library. Their idea of Hunt Library is unique because, unlike any other place on campus, the exterior is not composed entirely of brick. It is an environmentally friendly building that uses solar fins and rooftop solar panels to make the greenest space possible. 31% of the building's material are made from recycled content, and the wood mostly comes from sustainable forests. A lot of the lighting is natural due to the nature of the windows. I live on Avon Ferry Complex, so it is within walking distance from my dorm. Sometimes I can take the bus from main campus and it works out just fine. In any case, entering Hunt Library feels like settling down after a long day. The exterior has an amazing rhythm to it. The daylight creates an intricate pattern along the front of the building. With the mix of gray, white, black, and green tiles, it certainly sets itself apart. If we consider the inside, all the chairs are vibrant, multicolored, and very high quality. Some of the spaces are color-coded. It all seems very deliberate and communicates information well. Most students use these spaces for homework, studying, big projects, really anything productive. It certainly is one of the most popular options on campus to get work done. And it's not only the students. Faculty and researchers can use Hunt Library too. With such a big space and so many rooms, it is an inviting space full of many functions. If you're visiting Hunt Library for the first time, I would suggest taking your time to look around because there is so much to do here. There is a skyline terrace as well, for those sunny days that would feel nicer outside than inside. When you're hungry or looking for a drink, the Common Grounds Cafe's got you covered. It feels like this place has everything. And since it is open 24 hours on Monday through Thursday, you could practically live there if you wanted to, although I'm sure the librarians would not like that. And let's not forget about the Game Lab. While there are some students that are pursuing video game design, there are also places for recreational gaming. With multiple consoles, Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and Wii U, along with a Samsung Blu-ray disc player, Apple TV, Cisco digital media player, and much more, it is filled to the brim with digital games and technology. During the day, this library is very busy and often crowded during exam week. At night, things will have calmed down and people will either go home or stay grounded until their work is finished. Facilities are kept clean and professional looking throughout the day, and they are maintained from season to season. I'm sure many people appreciate how smooth and polished everything looks. Although D.H. Hill Library is NC State's main library, the one on Centennial campus cannot be overlooked. It is without a doubt the intellectual and social center on campus. It only opened in 2013, so new things are being added to it every year. Mostly engineering, textiles, and science program students frequent the library due to its location. It shares its books between other schools nearby, such as UNC, Duke, and NCCU. This library is worth approximately $115 million, but with its unique style, technology, and a makerspace including a 3D printer, 3D scanner, and a laser cutter, it is well worth your time to visit.